Welcome, everyone, to the Art of Transformational Leadership. This is a podcast where we discuss all walks of life with amazing leaders, their failures, their successes, and we want to hear their stories and their journeys of how they landed where they are today. And I am so happy to have a special guest in his studio. But Ricky, I don't want to do your intro. I was just reading it. I saw you have 5 companies, the 6th on the way. I want you to introduce yourself.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. I'm usually on the other side.
Yeah.
So this is a unique experience. I don't know any questions that are coming right now, so this is very new to me. But yeah, so I'm a builder. I think I said that earlier with you, right? People say entrepreneurship. One of my buddies, Ruben, who's a founder here in Chicago, he said it and it stuck to me is I am a builder. I am building legacies. I am building businesses. I'm building networks. But I think like what we have is I'm building friendships. We're having fun, right? So it just so happens to be that the vehicle and platform for that is the businesses and the brands that we're creating. And I say we because it takes an army, it takes a team, it takes your people around you to build those businesses and dreams and legacies. So I'm just here. I'm having fun.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about what are you doing? What businesses are you involved in? You got Route, right? They have the cleaning company. Tell us about them.
No, I don't wear it or anything. Right?
No,
this is
not
intentional.
at all.
Not intentional. No. So yeah, the software company that we have is Route. It is a software company for the commercial cleaning industry, residential coming soon. But no, we're empowering the industry with tech, data, and most importantly, community. We have 3 solutions, Libby. Again, being a tech founder, you know these things, right? Is we've got a marketplace, we've got our bid product, and we've got our pulse. In the end, they help you with winning contracts, bidding contracts, and managing and streamlining your business. And then Regalado Services, which we're in the home of here today, is our family cleaning company. It's the business that opened all the doors to the rest of the brands. I have over 24 family members in the business. We've got over 300 employees around the Midwest. I say 700 team members because I even count the employees of the affiliate partners that we have, Libby. Mm-hmm. They're part of the team. Right?
Absolutely.
So that is a reach that we have. We've got the awesome podcast called Cleaner Cocktails. We do live events as well. RPG is my commercial cleaning. See, it rolls off the tongue. It's our commercial real estate portfolio. So we're buying some properties as well. And RCM. RCM rounds out where we wanted to become the total facility solution. The one thing we were missing in the beginning was maintenance. Not just handyman, but maintenance services. And what that did for us is allow us to really be the term of a total facility solution. We love being a single source. And the only way you can be single source is if you offer a variety of services. And that's what we do all around cleaning.
Awesome. So there's so much that I feel that we connect on, right? What was the first time we met? Do you remember the first time we met? It was on your podcast.
Well, no, I know I reached out to you.
Virtually, we met.
I reached out to you and you were, I think you had just started this 25-day tour. And I was like, I think I may be able to grab her. She's going to be busy, but you know what? Let me reach out. You answered the call right away. And we had fun.
We did.
I think we had a couple glasses of wine. I had a couple cocktails and it was cool to hear your story. So that's why I love that you're doing this because you're going to see what I love is you get to know people in a new way.
Absolutely. So I remember our first conversation and you were like, I feel like you're the female, the girl version of me.
Yeah.
Like the girl Latina version of me. And I was like, wait, no, maybe you're the guy version of me. Because we both have cleaning companies. I primarily focus in residential, but then I have a software, WootRecruit, which does recruiting, and it's so similar to Route where you're trying to save everybody like the hassle and the headaches on that end when it comes to cleaning, and I'm trying to do it on the recruiting side. Yeah. And then I just launched another software which does estimates for residential.
You're not stopping. Right? Now you got your podcast.
Now I have a podcast, and so there's so many similarities, and the fact that we're both Latin. Right? Yep. And our families are involved in our businesses. Mm-hmm. My mom runs the cleaning company for us. My son does our marketing. My husband is one of the developers in the software. So we have so many similarities on that level.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel like we have that connection. And it was a great friendship. I'm really happy that you reached out to
for sure.
connect.
Think about that first moment. We were like, man, and basketball.
Oh yeah, right? Basketball.
Sports is a big part of our life, but it was literally that one moment, and then here we are today, right?
Yeah, this is the second time I've been here.
Yeah,
It's
the second time you've been here, and your network. And what's cool though, Libby, is you have a different network, right? I have a different network. But what does that do by us coming together? Connects. And now your network is here and our network is where you are. So
awesome. So our podcast is about leadership. So I want to dive into leadership and family. Like I know people ask you this all the time. I get it as well. I came from a family business, worked around my family, saw my family work together as a kid, saw it not work, saw it work. And, I would not say I've mastered it at all.
No way.
No, there's no way.
I'm still.
But what are some tips, like leadership tips? People that are listening, they're working with their husband or their wife or their mom or their aunt to really help them not control the situation, but just some tips so that it's smoother, so they know what to expect and it doesn't destroy their relationship.
Yeah, because it can. It has. I've seen some family businesses they don't speak anymore.
Yeah.
Right? So there is no secret sauce, but I would tell you is my personal experience has been being empathetic, remaining positive, right? Leading, not managing. So I think a lot of people get it twisted where they think that they can manage the business and manage the team and manage their family. You should lead your family, lead your team, lead the business. And leadership doesn't mean telling somebody what to do. Leadership means sitting down and telling them, hey, we, like they, like you use different words on bringing people in because it's lonely at the top. You don't want to be on the top by yourself. You actually want to be on the bottom and have everybody else above you, right? So, and family will take it the wrong way sometimes, and family is passionate. So they want to help more than they actually should, which isn't a bad thing. So I'd say empathetic, positive, but communication. Learn how to communicate, during the day and then keep personal with business. Not easy to do, but if you are open and always communicating, that has helped us, and it helps us be real with each other and be authentic.
I love the communication. One of the things we do, this can sound so funny. So like I said, my son, he's 25. He does some of our marketing. My husband, my mom is involved. My dad, I'd said, like he maintains all the equipment for the cleaning company. I literally have different lines of communication for like work and personal. Because if I'll text them, like I keep them totally separate. So I'll like text them on WhatsApp, work stuff. Like, hey, got a question about marketing. And then I'll go to my regular phone and text my son, hey, like, you want to come over for dinner? Because he doesn't live with us.
That's interesting.
So I keep them completely separate.
Okay.
And it works phenomenal.
So then, because, think about it. When I see, my mom texted me like 10 minutes ago. We're texting work though. So if it was Slack or WhatsApp, you could see the difference. Like, it's a WhatsApp message. Got it. It's business related.
Yes.
I like that.
So I do the same thing with my husband.
Every day.
I do the same thing with my husband. We have a private Slack channel where it's just me and him. Because sometimes I'm going to ask him a question that's work related, but maybe more personal. And so it goes on Slack versus like, hey, honey, what do you want to go for dinner tonight? That's going to go on our phone. We're just going to text that. Yeah. So that's been a great thing that I've started because my background in organizing, like I love structure. I think one thing that saved me is you had said communicating. I over communicate my expectations of what that I have of them or the role. And I'm not going to just pay you because you're related to me. Yeah. You have to produce, or we have to hire someone that's going to do it. Yeah.
High performing. And, right? You got to communicate that like this is performance based.
Yes.
Not family based. Like if you don't perform, take emotions out.
Absolutely.
You just didn't perform.
And just being totally honest and upfront from the beginning has also saved me because, like I said, I come from 4 generations of business, like family business, and I've seen it destroy my family, bring them closer together, and I'm like, and it was funny because when I first started, none of my family worked with me. But as I grew the companies,
same thing.
They loved the culture that I had, and I was having this great time. And they're like, literally, my mom took a pay cut to come work for me.
Dude, cheers. Seriously, like, my mom did the same thing.
And she's like, she got disrespected the last time at her job because my dad had retired from the family business, and then my mom just got a job. Like, she's like, I'm bored.
Yeah.
And she said that was the last time. And she's like, can I come work for you? My son said the same thing. My husband ended up there.
They haven't gone back.
No, they've never gone back.
Or they've never left, actually.
Never left. And I'm a hard person to work for.
Well, you're go too, man. Yeah.
So let's speak of go. Like, what having your family or great teams around you, like, what has that done for you?
Yeah. So we talk about time, right? And I'm always working on time management. I'm guilty of not understanding time sometimes.
Do you know there's no such thing as time management?
See, there you go. So now I don't got to worry about it. But no, like seriously, it's not easy. Like I don't understand how people can live by like a calendar and a time and a this. Things happen, especially when you're go. But I would tell you what has happened is I've taken time as the biggest capital that I have, right? The biggest value that I have. So I don't care about how much I get paid. I care about how well the companies can do. And if the companies can do better and better as I bring more people on, smarter people, hardworking people, to take more of that time away, to lead and manage the business, right? Lead. I get some of that time back to go, right? I can go start something else. I'm not the greatest at execution, right? My team would tell me all the time, like, Rick, you got all these ideas, and I work on getting the people in place to execute them. Because again, I would waste a lot of my time trying to do that. So in a nutshell, it comes down to time. Time is my biggest value that I have.
Yeah. I love that. Years ago, I got certified in time management.
So you got certified in time management?
And it was kind of on the organizer side, because along with my cleaning business, we have an organizing division inside, because that's originally how we started.
Well, Libby, here comes the podcast host coming at me. So no, dude, organizing. I got to believe that's one of your biggest assets that you have as far as why you are as successful. Because I got to tell you, the people that I see that are organized, they're a different level of a person. Like they're not only is their brain organized, but like everything around them is organized.
Yes.
So when you said you had to organize it, I was like, that's why. That's why she's got this stuff going on.
You should see the systems and processes we have in Organize It. That's the cleaning company. Beautiful. It's just a sickness, a gift and a sickness.
It's a gift, though. The sickness and a gift.
But when I worked on getting certified in time management, I thought, I'm going to teach people how to manage time. And it's all there's no such thing. You can't manage something you have no control over.
No control.
You can't. So I do live by my calendar. But I live by my calendar so that it gives me structure, not so that I have to follow it. And yes, I fall off the wagon on some days, but then when I'm ready to get back on, I know exactly where I'm supposed to be. Okay. So that's kind of how I look at the calendar.
So then from time management, is it okay then if, again, things pop up, that phone call comes in, that email comes in, you move a meeting, you move this, would you say then that's okay, but stay within a window of something then? Like a window of a day? Is there a time we should shut it off in a day?
Your time management?
Yeah. At 6 p.m., my day's over.
No.
Okay.
Well, yeah, your day's over, but you're blocking out that time.
Okay.
Saying, this is my time to shut it off.
Okay. So it's still part of the schedule.
It's still part of the schedule.
Okay.
And so is your time off.
So you don't think about the personal stuff like that.
In my calendar, it has who's cooking dinner on what night,
come on.
Date nights. Oh yeah, when we get done, I'll show you my calendar. You're gonna laugh.
I gotta talk
date nights,
I gotta talk to Marley.
Pizza night. That way we know there's no guessing, or it saves you so much time.
Right, it's out there. It's Thursday's pizza night.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay.
Guess what? My husband's cooking dinner on Tuesday, but my day's Thursday. It saves time. Nobody has to ask a question. Okay. You just know. So besides managing the time,
your mind to be prepared.
Yeah.
All right.
So you had said, you're not good at it, managing time. One thing that I have spent this year dedicating is to learn more about myself.
Okay.
And you had said you're not that, you struggle. You have all these great ideas, but execution and time. There's this really great book, and it's called the Entrepreneur Personality Type.
Okay.
They call it the EPT.
Okay.
But he talks about the things we all struggle with, like all these ideas. And when I read that book, it was like, oh my God.
That's me.
He understood me. But it's all entrepreneurs, and like a lot of us feel like we have ADD or ADHD.
Yeah.
And in the book, he talks about how that's just a label so that society can figure us out.
Figure us out. Yeah, okay.
And I was like, oh my God. And I told my husband, read this book, please, so that then you understand me.
Like where I'm coming from.
So that you understand me. So, I love the organizing the time. And so let's talk about time and your family time. How do you juggle family time and work?
Oh, that's a tough one. But no, I'll tell you though, and I'm going to share this episode with the team too, because like they know, and I got to thank them that it's pretty strict around here. At like 5:36, the team knows that when the phone rings more than once, and it's my wife, like stop the meeting, let Ricky leave. He's got to go. Yeah. Like they know that at 5:30, 6 o'clock, that's like, what do they call it? The witching hour of my wife saying, get your ass home. And it's funny because they see me rush. I'm rushing. I'm in the car because if she's, Marla, you're going to see this. But I will not answer the phone here. I wait till I'm in the car so that I can tell my wife
I'm on
my way. And she's like, you just got in the car, didn't you? I was like,
no.
Like 5 minutes ago, but no. But I'm working on it because I'll tell you that even my sons, though, this is where it was like a big moment is Nico was 4, he's 5 now. But I got home and he's like, Dad, get off the phone. Like he told me, like, you're home now. Like we only have a couple hours to play. And being a 4-year-old, for him to tell me, get off your phone, that told me he's seeing that I'm on my phone. And that's the one thing. Another thing I work on, my wife knows too, is the first hour that I get there, sometimes I'm coming in on a call or an email or a message. So she's like, don't come in the house. Stay in the garage. Finish that moment that you're going to finish. Because the minute the door opens, I need you to be back into family mode. Work in progress, but to your point is like, I'm aware of it though. Like I know the things that I need to do, and it's thankful to her. She pushes.
I love that.
And now my son's pushing now too.
But I love that. Stay outside and finish it.
Finish it.
Like take a minute.
Let me finish. Right. Yeah.
I love that. We probably both get this question all the time though. Traveling, and I have a 5-year-old daughter. Yeah. I have a 5-year-old as well. We have a lot of stuff in common.
Dude, what the hell? What the heck?
But like the other day when I was on that 28-day trip, right, tour, I was touring around. I was trying to actually beat a revenue record so that I could get into Dan Martell's boardroom.
No, I remember you told me that.
It's like his book is right there. Buy back your time. Yeah. And I got it. Like I did it. Yeah. And so
well, congrats, right? Because you're one of
congrats.
You're the only woman on the board.
Yeah, I was one of the first to get in. One of the first women. Another girl got in the same time as me. So we were, he didn't have any women, and he warned me. He's like, it's primarily dudes in here. I said, it's okay. I've dealt with that my whole life.
I'm good. Yeah.
But like. I remember Yaya, she's my 5-year-old. She goes, "Are you ever coming home?" I was like, So I will say, for even the people listening, it may seem like we have it mastered, but I don't.
No, I just said how bad I'm working on things, man.
And my 15-year-old, he was 25. He's 25 now, but when he was about 15 or 16, at the dinner table, he made the rule, no cell phones. He made the rule, no cell phones. And I was like, oh, God. He's like, Mom, get off the phone. Yeah. So, one thing I have to say for me, it's the support. Man, my husband is phenomenal, takes care of the kids. My mom lives close by. She's like, my daughter's in our cleaning office probably today because both me and my husband are here in Chicago. Yeah. So it's great to have the family and the support, but I'll say it's a work in progress. But for me, what you talked about building, I'm building that legacy, and the legacy is different for everybody. Oh yeah. For me, it's like the freedom and the ability to work how I want and when I want until I want. And I think that my kids missing me for a few days here or there, or me missing a game in relative to the big picture, will pay off. Yeah. Well, that's why I think about it too, Libby. Like, you better succeed, right? Like the time away, it's like, and I tell you, like, that's something Marley will tell me is do it, get after it, but you better come home a winner. Cause again, these are times you don't get back, but it's a part of, that's what we signed up for. Where if you're building, you're taking a risk. If you're taking a risk, something is being sacrificed, but it's the point of, when we get to the result, will we get that time back then? And then, really
the rewards will come. That's what I keep telling myself.
Absolutely. For me, I know that the time has come back because now, my husband has the freedom to work remote. So he's home all day. We homeschool.
Think about that.
The 5-year-old.
Dude, that's a big deal. Staying at home to watch. It's one of you at least is there. Mm-hmm. That's a big plus.
Yeah.
So again, somebody's risking something though.
Yeah, absolutely. So on a personal note, what do you do on a personal note?
On the personal side.
To keep yourself just like straight, balanced, grounded, like.
For sure. I work out. I know that's everybody's first go-to, but like I literally do, I work out 3 days a week. I invite my team on every Friday, so that's a cool piece for us to do together. And then I do, as much as I can, I do my morning runs, right? So, and I've started to document those, and I'll FaceTime, because I've started to do them now and actually share it with my son.
That's
because he'll say like, Rick, Dad, where do you go at 6:30 in the morning on a Saturday? And I'll come back and I'll show him. And I'm like, well, I just went run. So he'll tell me like, go Dad, go run. But I'll tell you, the morning run is the number one thing for me that, people talk about rituals. Mm-hmm. I don't have too many rituals, but that has turned to be like, when I stretch, I go, I'm going to take you to the journey of my morning run. I go and I stretch and I begin the run. In my mind, I'm like, okay, I got 4 to 5 miles to run. I like a word of the day type of concept that I do. So I'm like, I don't know it going into the run.
Oh, okay.
But I use the time while I'm running to think about the past week or month and think of a moment that I was like, man, if it wasn't for X, I wouldn't have got through that, or I wouldn't have seen this, or I wouldn't have failed. So by the end, on purpose, I'm sweating. Probably not the best time to take a FaceTime. I'm like, this is it. This is when I take the FaceTime. To document that moment, I go back. I have a library of all those morning runs to just remember the moments that were good or bad and what word like defined that moment. So I don't know if a morning run is what you call a hobby, but no, I do. I work on myself. Health is the biggest thing that, that you do have control over your health, over your mind, your body, your soul. So that's
100%. Awesome. I am huge exerciser as well. One of the things me and my husband started to do, we couldn't do date nights. Like the world would fall apart every night, like never failed between, my 25-year-old doesn't live with us no more, but I still have a 15-year-old and a 5-year-old. And then 3 businesses, and it's like never fails, date nights. So, kid is sick, or somebody quit, or like something happened. So we started to do date mornings.
Breakfast.
Phenomenal. No, we actually walk.
Oh.
So we just walk around the outside of the block of the house for 30 minutes, cup of coffee, 5:30 in the morning. And so someone asked me, well, what do I do if I have small kids? Well, my 15-year-old is home, still sleeping, so he can watch.
Yeah, you're good.
They're still sleeping. Yeah. But we just walk around the outside of the house. It has been phenomenal. Unbelievable.
I got to try that.
Just, 15, 20. We started 15 minutes and we went to 20. Now we're a little extreme. We're like almost an hour. We're now running and walking together, and then we stop and then we go do our own workouts. Yeah.
But think about it, Libby. Oh, man, I'm going to take that one from you. Just because I'll tell you, again, your spouse or your partner, it's the number one person that's going to be in your side besides your mother, father, and immediate family. All she ever asks is for stuff like give me 30 minutes, right? Like let's get 1 hour that I want to know what's going on in your day. Like what was a big win that you had? We don't get to do that all the time. So that's when I see frustration when people talk about how do you guys, why are you guys always happy, or why is it we're not always happy, right? But I know what does make her happy is tell me about the day. Like, I just want to know. I want to be in the know of what you did yesterday and what you got going on. Because what pisses her off is when she finds out about something, she's like, I didn't know about that. It's like, damn. So I'm going to take that.
It's great. We've been doing them since May, and we haven't missed a day. We do them every single day.
Damn.
No, you don't have to do them every day.
Cadence.
It's cadence. It's we get up at 5:30 in the morning. It's a ritual. We do it with coffee in our hand, casual. But it's been great because it's a moment of like inspiration, imagination, talking, thought. Some of it's business, some of it's not. Some of it's like where we want to do next, vacation, kid stuff, like you name it.
You don't get that time all the time.
But it's before the day starts. It's before the chaos of the day, and then from there we work out separately because we do different things.
Okay.
But and then cadence. I'm in this challenge right now. It's actually a Dan Martell challenge. It is so.
He's got a lot of challenges,
dude. It is so hard.
Yeah.
It's the exercise 45 minutes a day. It is post to social media 3 times. And your story reminded me of this cadence. And everyone's like, why post to social media 3 times a day? And then reach out to 5 new people every day. Review your goals 3 times a day, and read 10 pages in a book a day.
Wow.
Oh, let me tell you what. It sounds easy.
No, like, I could see that becoming like every day.
Every day.
5 days or 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Oh my God, that's.
But
yeah,
wow,
that could carry on.
You had said like, you're posting those videos for your son, because someone said, well, posting in social media 3 times a day feels selfish, and he goes, no, you're selfish.
Yeah.
Because he's like, the level you're at in business, you should be inspiring and teaching people and bringing them along the way.
Look at it differently. Yeah.
And I was like,
it's not boasting. It's not sharing the share. It's
sharing your lesson or driving.
Inspiration. Yeah.
And I thought that was amazing. And that's what you're doing.
It's a way better way to look at it.
It's what you're doing for your son, though.
Oh yeah.
Like by sharing that every day, you're inspiring him.
Yeah, I took him to our first pitch. I don't know if you've ever seen that picture I posted where he's in the front. I got the whole team. I had won a pitch competition. He was there. He was in the audience. Like you can hear in the audio that Jesus got. He's like, "Go, Dad!" Back on his phone like after 2 minutes. But he saw me. After that, he's like, "Dad, this is what you do for work?" I was like, "Well, no, I don't always win, but I won, yeah." But like that moment, he'll never forget. Like a month after that happened, he saw me in the shirt that I had won with. He's like, "Oh, Dad, are you going to go? You going to go pitch?" Dude, like those are the moments. That's what matters. And I share that all the time because I want to share it. That's a moment that was very happy and inspiring for me to show others like you should share your wins with your family.
Absolutely.
Right.
And I kind of love leaving some of this stuff for my kids. It's like you're leaving a video. Like almost like a video journal of your journey. Yeah.
Well, think about it, Libby. Like the first couple of years you were in business, I know I'm pissed. Me and my wife are like, we didn't take any freaking pictures, no videos. Like the first 3 years of us in the thick of it, we have nothing to show for it.
I literally just said to my husband on the way here, because the marketing, my son wants some organizing pictures. And I don't do it in the field no more. I haven't done it for years.
So you'll never get it back, right?
I haven't done it for years. And our current organizers aren't taking any pictures. It's a little bit harder to take pictures of organizing because it's a little bit more personal. But I told my husband, I said, "Oh my God, all those years I spent organizing myself, I didn't take one picture.
No selfie, right? Because you're working.
One picture.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so pissed.
I was like, oh man.
So to those, document
take
the
pictures.
Beginnings. Document the beginnings.
So, okay, well, this was great. I want to know, let's start to wrap up. I want to kind of know what's next. What can we expect from the cleaning side, from the software side? Yeah. Right? What can we expect?
I would tell you, because this is what we've had the vision for the last 3 years, Libby, as we've been building the cleaning company, building the maintenance company, building, the podcast and the software. Our number one driver for the last 3 years has been an ecosystem, right? Because within an ecosystem, our platform, which happens to be our software, lives within the ecosystem. The network of people that we keep building and creating live within the ecosystem. At first, it was we're building, us within these doors. Now it's all of us are building, right? Because I feel like we're all making connections and it's like compounding and it's just getting bigger. So like you ever visualize on a map, this is a terrible analogy, but remember the movie Outbreak when it spread through the U.S.? Yes. It's kind of what I want to do, but like in a good way. But like through software, you can create, efficiencies and solutions. Through networking, you can create community. Through services, you can create a better image. So like everything we're doing here together and the rest of the people, like the Debbie event today, like that was, again, a whole nother side. My vision is to create that ecosystem for all of us to win. Whether it's for cleaning companies, service providers, tech founders, the supplier, anything cleaning related. Let's be stronger together.
Awesome. I love that. I'm so in love with the cleaning industry, whether it's residential or commercial. And people are like, why? Because I have a cleaning company. I have a recruiting software that was made for the cleaning industry. I have the recruiting quoting tool for residential. Yeah. Why I love it is it's such a people-driven industry, whether it's our employees or our customers. We're all about people. That's all we are. If we're a people-driven industry, and I love people.
Oh, yeah.
So
let's do it.
And I love the people in the industry that I just keep meeting through ISSA or, like you said, the Debbie event. They've been great.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. We're going to put some information in the show notes about where you guys can find more about Ricky and the amazing projects that he's working on. And if you enjoyed this podcast, you can download some free tools on libbyd.com. And I just want to thank you for being a guest. Thank you guys for listening. And if you enjoyed what you heard, please feel free to share with a friend, a business owner, or entrepreneur.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.